Happy Financial Friday, everyone. This is Joshua Krafchick with 369 Financial. And today I am here on the beach to tell you a story about a pirate and his treasure. So there was a group of pirates and they were sailing across the Atlantic Ocean in search of their treasure. And they went to an obscure island called Necker Island. You may have heard of it. It's Richard Branson's island now. So it's the old Necker Island back in the 1500s. And they were in search of some treasure. And on Necker Island, the name of the pirate who was the captain, his name was Captain Redbeard. They called him Captain Redbeard because he's out in the sun, and the sun, even though his hair is brown like mine, his beard isn't completely red, so they called him Captain Redbeard. So Captain Redbeard and his pirates were in search of this treasure on a Necker Island, and they end up finding it. And they get it back onto their ship, and they sail back across the ocean, and they find an obscure location that no one knows where their treasure may be. Now, when they get to the island, they bury their treasure, and they put it on a map. You may have seen a treasure map before, X marks the spot. And the pirates then sail away back to their homeland. And in their minds, they think that they are rich because they have this buried treasure out on an obscure island that nobody knows about. What I am getting at here is the moral of the story is in the minds of the pirates, they are rich. However, when it comes to your money and you're putting it into 401ks and retirement accounts, and perhaps you have real estate. Perhaps in your mind, like the pirates, you also believe that you are rich because you have all of these assets. However, what we want to get at is money that you have no access to has zero value. And what I mean by that is if you can't gain access to an asset, does it really have value? On paper, it does. You can show that you have a lot of assets when you go to buy real estate or when you compute your taxes. But when you actually go to grab that money and go to use it and you don't have access to it, it really has no value. Because if you can't use it, then what's the point of having it? It looks cool. It's like, hey, I'm a millionaire. I live in a $500,000-$600,000 house. I have this much money in my 401k. But that's why it's really important to put your money into things that you can gain access to at any point in time. So you want to make sure that you are putting your money into perhaps a Roth 401k option, which is an after-tax option. Perhaps rather than putting money into a retirement account, it makes more sense to put it into a non-retirement account. Because if you do some digging and you talk to an accountant or a CPA or a tax professional or a financial professional who knows a little bit about taxes, you could actually put money into a brokerage account and still have a possible 0% tax rate, which we discussed on a video a few weeks back, which is actually less than the tax rate you would pay coming out of a traditional IRA or a traditional 401k, but also you would pay 0% tax if you're in a Roth 401k or a Roth IRA as well. And if I'm going too fast, feel free to hit me up. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. But the moral of the story is don't be like Captain Redbeard. Don't be in your mind that you think you are rich with assets that you have and you accumulate and you've worked hard with if you have no access to them. And that's the moral of the story. You always want to have access to your money. It's your money, not someone else's, not a big faceless organization that holds your assets. It's yours. So make sure that you have access to it. And that's my Financial Friday tip of the week. I will see y'all next time.